Hey, good morning, fellas. 14th, happy Friday. This is my long, slow walk. I'm taking you with me. I'm on one of the main roads here where they have lights. The name of this video will be the signs of our future as men. If you haven't realized by now, they're doing everything possible to replace us as not only women, but men. What they currently don't have the ability to do, that's my neighbor. Anyways, they currently don't have the ability to do is replace tradesmen. And that is the key to your success in the future. I think a lot of times in our sphere, the manosphere, the red pill community, and the men go their own way community, they use the word signs as shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. That may or may not be true, and we're on our way out. We're on our way that way. We're on our way that way. If you have the opportunity to go to a school, I hope you consider a trade school. I hope you can get in with like the pipe fitters, the brew crew, boilermakers, truckers, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, engineers. But engineering, anything that lets you sit inside an air-conditioned office, any job, including security work, I think will be getting replaced here pretty soon. Now they're going to talk about a universal basic income to make up for that. But if you truly believe that, you're crazy. I don't think it's going to take years. There's going to take votes, and it's going to be right up to the thing, and everybody's going to be happy that, no, something happened, and it just didn't work out. It's like legalizing marijuana. I don't see any reason for marijuana not to be legalized. For any reason. It doesn't make any sense. It's natural. Grows in the ground. Oh, this is a little bit of a hill. It's a slight guide. But anyways, the signs of the future is you have to be proactive. Now, we already know that they're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to replace us. To replace the workforce with robots that don't form unions. Robots that don't need a break, a bathroom break. Robots who will simply take our jobs. Therefore, to outsmart them, you have to pick a profession that is not necessarily desirable at this time, because if you're an attorney, everybody wants to be a high-powered attorney or a doctor. I personally am going to do everything I can to stay out of the medical industrial complex. It is shocking to keep finding out how much everybody that's supposed to be on our side is lying to us. So the thing I can tell you, almost getting up there, is you have to be ruthless. You're going to have very few friends in your life you can depend on and count on. Now I'm going to change gears a little bit and tell you about the conversation that I ended up having to have with my suegra, my mother-in-law, yesterday. So my brother-in-law, my wife, a couple of her aunts, their cousins and stuff like that, we're all sitting around having a good time with my mom and that. My mother-in-law, until I got there. Then everybody got quiet and I was like, oh, I'm the bad guy. So I asked him in Spanglish, which is Spanish and English, my hyperbole, verbally, if they had spoken to her. And of course, they don't want to give her bad news. The only thing is, this is the third accident in 6 weeks she has caused. That is not something you can ignore, nor is it something the insurance agencies are going to ignore. And as soon as this issue is brought to an end, and it's called indemnification, that's the process of making somebody whole. So I'm headed to that light up there where that green light is. It's a place called Bear Ridge. Anyways, it just got off the hill. Anyways, I had to tell her. And some of the things that, by being honest with somebody, they can take it as you're being cruel to them. And I wasn't cruel to her at all. I was just honest with her. Her reaction time is down. She's almost blind in one eye. She's easily distracted, and she didn't even stop at the stoplight, the red stoplight. Just drove through it and plowed into a car turning that was crossing. She's going this way. She's like coming at my face. There's a guy coming out here. She didn't even stop. And they have so many cameras now, they can see that. So I told her that she has a budget every month of money, and for food and do things that she wants to do. And now that includes she has to buy her own car insurance if she wants to keep driving. She refuses to use apps like Uber or any of the other applications because I don't know why she refuses to do that, but she does. I think it's a denial that she needs help or can't do some of the things she used to do. Now, I don't know if you guys do this, but when I'm out walking or doing a long walk, here we are at my turnaround point, I do things, physical things. I'll come up and I'll touch that to let me know it's time to turn around and go back. Now, back to you guys. So I told her, with the money she has and the money she uses, she is now required to buy insurance if she wants to drive, or she has to learn how to use the Uber app, or she has to figure out if she wants to hire somebody to drive her around. But I don't want to get sued. And this is not the point of an inconvenience. This is a point of legal liability. Knowing someone doesn't really... Wow, I thought I heard somebody. Someone doesn't have the ability to do something, and you placate their desires, but it's at a cost. Now, they have to make the man whose car she hit whole. That costs money. All of that money has to come from somewhere. In insurance, it's called the law of large numbers. The many pay for the few. But insurance companies don't want to insure. And this last one was one of those fly-by-night things. I can't believe they are paying for it this time. So anyways, that's part of it. Going back to guys. And that's another thing. you need to think about as you age. I have set myself up to where if I had to, I can ride a bicycle from my front door to the little Walmart that's down the street from me. Gas stations within 2-3 blocks of the house. Pharmacies within 2-3 blocks of the house. But I live in a community that has walls, no HOA, walking distance of medical, dental, all that take my insurance. Those are things that I've done for something that may happen to me in the next 20 years. Again, the signs are that they're literally at the precipice of replacing all of us, or doing their damnedest to get rid of us as human beings. And that's an exclusive club. Now add to that, they lie to us about everything, and they take advantage of us for everything. It's nice, I'm on the way back down the hill. That's a long way. Anyways, love you guys. I'll do the dividend reinvestment plan. I'm going to take my mother-in-law around today, and that's the other hard conversation I had with my wife and her family. I'm not fucking chauffeuring her around. And I told them that to their face. They looked shocked. Well, you're retired. And I was like, you don't get to make demands on my time. So I'll do it today, but she has her mandate. My mother-in-law has the mandate of learning how to use Uber, learning how to use a taxi, or getting her own insurance and still driving around. But 3 accidents in 6 weeks. I asked my mother-in-law point blank, what's the only thing all those accidents have in common? She looked sheepishly. She looked down and she said it was her, which I thought was nice. And I'm not sugarcoating it. I wasn't mean to her or any abrupt with her or anything like that. I just told her it's time for you to adapt to your situation and your environment. That's it. She's staying with us right now in the house. That doesn't bother me at all. But I'm not becoming her caretaker. That's her family's responsibility. I am an add-on to their family. I am not their butler. I am not their servant. And I am not going to be taken advantage of. I will tell you this, men. The signs of the future are very bright for those of you who are willing to be adaptable. Those of you who are willing not to be overrun if you lose your position. If you're working inside at a call center, if you're doing a job that in the next few years, a cleaning crew, I don't know if they can do yard work yet, but I wouldn't put anything past them. The things they're not going to be able to do for the near future, I'd say 3 to 5 years, is build a house, fix an electrical issue. But that's not far down the road. So if you can adapt now to the signs of the future, you're going to be okay. And if you don't think they're going to drag their feet about UBI, which is Universal Basic Income, where they give everybody on earth enough money to buy food, shelter, and take care of themselves. If you believe that, I got some shit to sell you. So, because that's going to have to be voted on, and what money are we going to use, what standard of living, I can't even tell you. So, and that's if they don't get us all involved in another global conflict. So, all right, give you guys a break. Love you guys. I'm just trying to help. I'm going to go over the drip stock later, but that should be it from me today. And of course, I'm going to spoil the shit out of my mother-in-law. Treat her right. She can have anything she wants within a reasonable, I'd say within a couple $1,000. She can have anything she wants. And I'll take care of her today. But I didn't retire at age 46. Start working again at age 58. So we had that conversation. You should have seen the look on my wife's face. I said, when I told her, well, why don't you just quit your job and start taking care of your mother? She was like, duh. Same thing I told her sisters, my mother-in-law's sisters. Why don't one of you guys quit your job? Blah, blah, blah. All the nieces and nephews. Anyways. Everybody's looking for a savior. Everybody's looking for that white knight on the horse to come rolling in. And I, unfortunately, am a black knight. I like rolling in on I like things on my own terms. It's part about not being agreeable. Anyways, this will be signs of the future. I'm almost to one of my turnaround points where I got to go up that big ass hill. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. You got to get ready for the future. It's getting ready to change for all of us. Like a fart in a G-string. From West Texas, El Paso, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. By the way, it's almost 90 degrees. Bye.